on HBO Max, they started with 2005 series.
Yeah, I heard that's when they rebooted it.
Yeah.
Like, it lasted from the 60s to the 80s. Okay,
They brought it to America in 2005.
Okay, yeah. But I remember it was, like, from the 60s to the 80s, then it stopped, and then it, like, started up again 2005 onward.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of cool because the people who made the second show were fans of the original show as opposed to creators of the original show.
So they're staying true to the original, like, feel of it and everything.
Yeah, in ways they'll be more accurate than the people who created it.
Exactly.
If it makes sense, because, you know, they're fans. So
they're hardcore fans.
Yeah, they study the shit.
I've been watching a lot of behind the scenes of Doctor Who lately. That's why I bring that all up. And watching the last season of, or latest season of Doctor Who is been really good.
Oh, is that the one with the girl? Or?
Yeah, okay. There's a woman doctor now.
Yeah, and I hear what happened with her is the same with every other doctor. When they first show up, everybody's like mad and like it's controversial. Yeah. And they're like, no, I don't trust it.
They need to grow into that.
And then they watch it.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, I guess I get it. Yeah. Then they fall in love with them. It's like, yeah. And then the new one comes in. Oh, fuck this guy. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's because you fall in love with the past doctor and you're just like, God damn it, who is this person?
Got to do it all over again.
Yeah. But I heard this is the first one where like guys are like literally falling in love with the doctor, which that's gonna cause a new problem.
Well, I mean, because, you know, she's gay, so it's not really, like, gonna...
Sorry,
I mean, her, like, she's, like, I guess she's fluid. I don't know. Like, Time Lords, like, they don't worry about the social constructs of gender and sexuality and all that, because they're
very progressive of them.
Yeah, they're way more evolved is what it is.
Yeah, it's just trivial to them.
Yeah, exactly, because, you know, when they regenerate, they can come as random. They could be a boy, a woman, they could come back as anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with the next doctor. But this doctor's been doing well from what I hear. So.
Really well. She's so good, and the writers have been kicking ass at touching on like important issues, like in life, in real life, and it's like tasteful. You know, It's really good.
Okay, that's good to hear. Well, I still haven't seen it. Have you seen Doctor Who?
Yeah, no, it's all on HBO Max.
Never
from 2005 at the very least. You know.
Okay. Yeah, but you can't start from like the very beginning, like the original old.
Oh, you have to do some deep diving for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I have yet to find the original episodes, but I mean, I'm sure BBC One might have it, but I don't have.
Yeah, you gotta get BBC One to watch one show.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay like
some
I think it's like $10 or $15.
Services are like that though.
I will tell you
they
this.
really only have their like one golden show, and it's like it's just enough to subscribe.
Yeah.
That's why services will, they do the once a week episode because they want to keep you subscribed.
Yeah.
You know, for.
Yeah, I will say this. There are some streaming services where I got the service for one show, but then I end up staying and watching the other shows.
Yeah.
So, that happens sometimes. Yeah. I did that to Apple TV because I didn't think they had much content on there, but I got it for...
Not sponsored.
Yeah, no. But I got it to watch...
Still free. Plant-based tonic drink.
I got it to watch
non-alcoholic.
Ted Lasso.
Okay, Ted Lasso. Yeah.
I love that show.
That's on Apple.
I started watching it.
Yeah,
I started watching it, but my brother just hasn't downloaded any of the new episodes because I don't have Apple TV.
Oh, so you've been
my brother just like downloads them and we watch it that way. But
dude, why are you just gonna throw yourself under the bus like that?
Because we're awesome like that.
You incriminated yourself to all our 20 viewers.
You don't give a fuck about no popo.
Yeah, right. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Oh my God, you're adding to the case, Cameron.
You're just stacking it up.
Stop talking.
Get your foot out of your mouth.
But I started watching a show.
Videos.
I started watching a show called C on Apple TV.
Okay.
Like C or like C?
S-E-E.
Ocean.
Oh, C.
Yes.
I see.
C.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started watching that, and I don't think I would have watched it had I not got Apple TV for Ted Lasso. So
Yeah.
Ted Lasso, great show.
That's a great fucking show. Oh my gosh, that's a great show. I can't wait for season 3 if they do one.
Yeah.
I think I got through. Russell and I binged it one day, and that's the only time I've watched it. But
I have no idea how far I got. I'm pretty sure I didn't get through season 1.
I think we're in season 2.
Okay.
And that was a while ago, so I've forgotten everything that has happened.
It's been a while since they made since season 2 came out, and I don't know if they're doing season 3. I hope so. They won awards and stuff.
Yeah, the actor Jason Sudeikis. Yeah, he won what's shows? Grammys? No, that's Emmys.
Yeah.
Emmys. He won an Emmy for like best actor.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he is great. He's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
In it. Like I've always been a big fan of him, and he's been around for years.
Yeah.
You know, like he's a very seasoned actor. So it's just great. You know, that I was rooting for him, and he finally got his big break.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or
Well, this is
recognition.
definitely a big break for sure, because this show got really big. Everybody was talking about it on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a show based on a commercial. Like, what
Yeah.
the heck? Who
Yeah.
thought that, like,
Yeah.
this is how well it would do, and you came up with the commercial,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
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 A
Well,
a lot of great shows are kind of based off of one hitters, you know?
And some like crazy ideas too, like Ryan Reynolds buying.
oh, yeah, buying a football club
Yeah.
in, like, somewhere in middle of nowhere, England.
Yeah.
And that became a what kind of show? That became like a documentary.
Yeah, like a mini series. Yeah.
Oh.
Like docu-series. Yeah.
Okay. I actually
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
him and the dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I never knew his name, but he plays the buff guy.
Charlie. I think no, not Charlie.
Oh, Charlie Day?
Charlie Day. I think that
No, that's the silly one.
Charlie
Yeah,
Day is
no.
not buff.
No.
Yeah, no, that's the silly one.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about though. I keep forgetting
mouse.
his name.
Yeah, the bluff one on there. Him and Ryan Reynolds together got a football team, or soccer team in England, and the show is just about them owning it or managing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's total shit because it's almost like Ted Lasso in real life. It's like two guys who don't really, play the sport or anything like that. They're just taking a chance on some team.
Wrexham. That's what it was.
Wrexham. thank you.
Wrexham.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah. Wrexham AFC.
Yeah.
Owned by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. McElhenney. I can never pronounce his name because it's super Irish.
Oh, yeah.
McElhenney. The Soccer Club by Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney. I wonder if that H is silent. McElhenney.
Or if it's McElhenney, maybe.
McElhenney.
McElhenney.
Yeah.
But there's no A.
Yeah, but some people say it
MC
like
sounds
McIntyre.
Yeah, McIntyre.
McIntyre's just MCYNT.
But people are just like, Mac. Big Mac. The big MAC.
Oh.
We just add an A.
Just add an A. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you look so confused?
Yeah, well, because McIntyre doesn't have the A in it, but people still say McIntyre.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what like. Yeah, I was like, I got confused.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the A, but people say it. That's all I was saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't have the A. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Made me feel like I was talking crazy. I probably was. I want to watch this back.
Right.
Maybe I was
Yeah.
talking crazy. I apologize.
That's fine. No sweat off my back.
Yeah.
But I guess Mackenzie would be another one, or McIlroy, the Rory McIlroy, the golfer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think his has an A in it. So I don't know. I'll look into that later.
But then you got like Conor McGregor. People say Mick. You know.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
just depends on the name.
Yeah, it depends
I
on the
guess.
person, yeah.
The person, the name, the dialect. I guess I don't know.
Do you earn the ah sound?
To earn it.
Are you the ah? Are you
Are
an
you a
ah
Mac?
kind of guy?
Are you Mick or a Mac?
I think if the MC is followed by a vowel, it's Mac. But if an MC is followed by a syllable, it's followed by a consonant, it's Mick. Yeah.
That's what it has to be. Then.
Yeah,
It
McDonald's.
depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. McDonald's, McGregor.
Yeah.
But not McIntyre.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
McElroy.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Mickelson. Mickelson. You would.
Although I don't think that's MIC though. I think that's. I'm sorry. I don't think that's MC. I think that.
MAC. No.
I think it's MIC.
I think we're all just dyslexic here.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's.
Because I had a teacher, Mickelson. and
Yeah, so
I
what-
believe it was MIC.
I had the same teacher. So.
Math?
Yeah. In fact, he
Yeah.
even said he was related. They're like related to each other somehow.
Two.
Oh. I'm sorry, Phil Mickelson, the golfer.
Oh, he's related. The teacher.
Yeah.
Mickelson. Whoa.
Did you have Mr. Mickelson or Mrs. Mickelson?
I had Mr.
Yeah,
Mickelson.
Mr. I had Mr. Mickelson, and yeah, he said they're actually related.
Oh
so,
man,
like, they know.
I got fucked freshman year. Like I was doing really well in his class. I loved it, the way he taught. Math is not a strong subject for me, so it's all about how the teacher
Same.
relays the information.
Yeah.
And I was doing really well in his class, and then second semester there was like a big shift. They had to like move things around, and I got transferred to this lady, Mrs. Killian, Dude, she, the most boring, slow.
Yeah.
Like, she would just tell you, like, she would just show you, like, all right, this is what you do it. You know, like, there was no time spent on, like, the hows or whys, like, certain things work.
It's like, this is what the book says, write it down.
Literally what it was. I failed. That was, like, the first and only F I ever got in high school.
Oh, wow.
My second semester of freshman year.
Damn. Yeah, no, I was
Or I got a D.
I could be the opposite. The only A I ever gotten was in PE.
Yeah.
You're athletic.
No, it's just easy. You just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's most classes. If you just show up, you'll at least get a C for the most part.
Get something.
But I think math and like the sciences, when science starts to involve math, good luck.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, I didn't do great in chemistry. It was awesome because
I was too dumb for chemistry.
Russell and I. So like the opposite thing happened in chemistry. The first semester, I was with, I forget her name, and I was doing poorly.
Yeah.
You know, she had a very thick accent, and it was hard to like understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
And I was getting like a D+, C- for most of the semester, and then I transferred to Mr. Peppo in Russell's class, and Russell and I were lab partners, and I think I ended up getting like a B. So it was like the opposite effect.
Mr. Peppo.
Dude, he was great. He was like a super nerd. All the girls loved him. He was like tall and handsome, but like all the dudes loved him because he was nerdy and geeky.
Right.
Like, and he did fun shit. He did that like stereotypical chemistry stuff you see in movies and whatnot, where they're like blowing things up.
Yeah, we're gonna turn a quarter into gold or something like that. Or like some nickel into
crazy
gold or something
shit.
like that.
Yeah, like the first day we did this thing with a balloon where like a certain amount of temperature or with a chemical was like introduced, and it fucking blew up and it made a really loud sound. And I was like, I made the right decision.
Right.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they wouldn't let me into that class. They just looked at my other past classes and grades, and they're just like, earth science.
Ain't no shame in earth
But
science.
Wait a minute, I took that in like 8th grade.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Science.
I had to take that freshman year.
Yeah,
I took it freshman year too.
Yeah, because usually if you don't take it in middle school, you take it in like your freshman year.
Okay, yeah, that's when I took it.
At least that's what I was told.
We didn't take earth science in middle school though, did we? I mean, it was kind of like a mixture of all of the sciences.
Was it really?
From my memory.
Wasn't it called like physical science or something like that?
Wait, hold on.
They probably taught earth science in it, but I don't think it was specifically an earth science class.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, because we had Mrs. Yokoyama.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh, yeah, no, she's a great teacher too. Yeah.
she was great.
Yeah.
She was so hot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She was,
Anybody to have a hots for the teacher for? Like,
You're gonna pay attention.
oh yeah.
Pay more attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to impress. Dress to impress. Yeah. But yeah, I think you're right. It wasn't like a specific like science like we learned. It was general.
Oh okay. Yeah. No, it just felt like I was being put in an 8th grade class basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then in high school, that's when classes got more specific. Earth science, biology sophomore year, chemistry.
Yeah, I took biology in sophomore year, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was us. See, it was earth science, then biology, then chemistry, and then after that, you didn't really need a science.
You didn't need it. You could choose.
Yeah.
And I took environmental
I
science.
didn't get that far.
That was an easy day. Huh?
About halfway through.
Yeah. I mean, I still got a B in it, but I'll say this: it's kind of one of those you show up to it and you'll pass.
You'll do okay.
But I did learn a lot. I did really like the teacher, and a lot of the projects we did were fun, and I did make friends there. So.
Wait,
yeah.
were you in Compass?
Yeah.
So you were in environmental science. So you had Miss Massage.
I had Miss Massage, but not for environmental science.
Oh, I thought environmental science was like capstone.
No,
Or that was social science or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I want to say it's like social science or social development or something like that.
Yeah.
I did have her for that though. I did have the capstone.
I was almost in it. I was gonna be in it. I forget what exactly happened, but I had to opt out.
Oh, okay.
I think it was mainly because of like play production
Sounds right.
stuff. Like
Yeah,
you know,
got
my
away with each other.
responsibilities of play production really increased my senior year.
Yeah, because in the capstone we would leave campus to go volunteer at kid shelters and things like that. So
which was cool.
Yeah.
The short time I was in it, I got to go on one of the field trips.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And it was great because fucking the kids loved me. Like we played for like an hour outside and got a lot of fun memories from that.
Yeah, you just go and play with kids. That's what you go
Yeah.
do. They take you to go play
And
with
then you
kids.
go get in and out.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get in and out. Oh, no, we did get in and out. Yeah. No, you're right. We did get in and out.
Because when I worked at In and Out, it was like, besides the pandemic, of course, it was like every other Thursday or something, we'd get Miss Massage and a bunch of kids, high schoolers. Right. And that's also when I like realized I was growing up because I'm like, wow, these high school girls look young.
I felt that way senior year when the freshmen came in. I was like, well, are we really that far apart? Like, I didn't feel like
just
that
4
way.
years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but once we become adults, then somebody 10 years older than you could look the same age as you, So.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man,
cool,
those developmental years from like 13, 14 to 18. It's
such a difference.
Such a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
that's why it's like when it was weird, like if somebody was dating somebody in middle school and whatnot, it's so gross to hear.
Yeah.
But if you hear it now and it's like, oh, you're only like 5 years apart, it doesn't sound that bad.
No,
it doesn't sound that bad now.
Yeah, like if you're adults, yeah.
Yeah, if you're adults and you're 5 years apart, oh, that's not that bad. But when you hear it in those years, it's disgusting. It's like, ew. Bro, what's wrong with you?
That is a literal child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Just felt like throwing out that. Not that I dated anyone in middle school. Just
Right, no, yeah. No.
I did.
Yeah, but you were a freshman, huh?
My senior year, we were never official, but we like, or was it my junior year? No, my senior year, first semester, there was a freshman in my. No, it had to be junior year because that's when I was her TA.
Okay.
She was a freshman. And it was a stretch.
Yeah, it's a stretch. It's not too bad, but still, it's a stretch.
Boy, I thought you were about to
didn't
say, senior year I dated this girl in middle school. She was.
Yeah,
No, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
I was waiting until I finished this thought. That's why I waited until I finished this thought. I was gonna be like, hold on, excuse me, Zach. I'm about to learn something today.
I'm having a tough time holding this one in. Yeah, you can cancel all of us, bro.
Right? Exactly. Like this channel, before it even gets blown up, it gets canceled.
Technically, it would be legal because I graduated as a 17-year-old.
Okay.
But no, she was a freshman. I was a junior.
Oh, so it would have been legal for you to date that kid in middle school. Yeah. Okay. No, that's different. That's different.
I think she was 14, 15. So, and I was 16. So it wasn't it wasn't crazy, but
it's not like you're 18 and dating a freshman.
Okay, if you're 18 dating a 14-year-old, which I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I take that back. It was no. How do I say this? When I was a freshman, I knew like a few freshmen who were dating seniors, and I would look at the seniors like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, you're a pedophile. But I didn't have that as a senior. I didn't have any senior friends that dated freshmen.
Yeah.
Well, except there's this one kid. He kind of bragged about it, and I was kind of like, ugh.
When you brag about it.
In your experience, though, like what you saw, it was usually the guys were older and the girls were younger,
every single time. Every single time.
Yeah.
So I think this is why. Because girls, they mature quicker than boys. So the boys their age are still, in their eyes, like,
they're not that attractive.
They're not attractive because they're still acting like children.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they're emotionally and like, with their hormones and stuff, they're maturing at a quicker rate. So they naturally look for more of a developed dude. So girls are they're more likely to throw themselves towards older guys, and the guys, at this point probably didn't get a lot of attention from the girls their age, but all of a sudden they're getting all this attention from the girls younger than them.
In high school
so then they're like, all right.
I was always getting with like older guys, so.
Yeah, and I also feel like the guys at that age, they feel like it's easy prey. And they're easier to control.
Yeah.
They're looking for somebody to control.
Yeah.
And there's nobody easier to control than a 14-year-old girl.
Well, yeah, because they don't know what the hell they actually really want. They just know that they want a relationship, and then someone comes up to them, say that they're pretty, and start giving them nice things. Then obviously they're gonna go for something,
love
language.
And the girls will brag about it because like, oh yeah, my boyfriend has a car. And I'm like, because he's a grown, he's an adult. That's why he has a car.
So
I've had to shut some people down with that. It was like,
Yeah.
sorry, but your boyfriend's a pedophile, so
Yeah.
please stop bragging about your pedophile
Yeah, no,
boyfriend.
seriously, yeah.
Legal pedophile.
Yeah,
Some
legal.
cases.
Yeah.
But there were definitely some 18, 19-year-olds dating younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the other weird one is like a guy's in college and he's waiting around in high school
Yeah,
to pick up his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you look like a bum, bro. You look so bummy
pathetic.
right now.
So pathetic.
So yeah, I remember seeing that a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, that doesn't
I was
look good.
19, and that's when I dated Zoe. She was 17 at the time.
Yeah, see, that's not that bad.
That's 2
but
years,
was
you know,
it
that's not that bad.
was it embarrassing pulling up and then like waiting?
She didn't. I never picked her up
From high
At
school.
school. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
the
was-
smart thing
she
to
was
do.
in like
because-
a homeschool situation.
Okay.
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 I was like,
We
I
just
don't know if I
happened to
could do
meet
it.
at she walked into Straw Hat Pizza where I worked, and yeah, we just exchanged numbers. We dated for a bit.
Yeah, see, I think if I was like, let's say I was dating a girl and I was a senior and she was a junior, then I graduate and I go to pick her up from high school, I think I'm gonna put on my school uniform, my high school uniform, and show up. Be like, oh yeah, I go here. Yeah, I show them my ID.
Yeah.
Be like, I go here. So yeah. I left my stuff. I just came back to come get my.
Right.
God, because oh man, otherwise, yeah, that's just a weird feeling. And sometimes it'd be my homies too. I'd be like, hey, what's up? How's it going, dog? And then I'm like, oh man, this sucks, man.
Wait, why are you here?
Yeah. Like, yeah, did you graduate? You know what? Doesn't matter. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. So it happens.
Yeah, man, but attention, if you're getting all this like unwarranted attention, and you didn't really get it a lot, it makes sense why,
Yeah.
you tend to go fishing.
Right.
Yeah. But it is weird because a lot of these girls, like, well, okay. I was going to say, oh, they're so attractive they pull an older guy. But then I think about it, no, a lot of girls who are dating older guys weren't that attractive.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not like they were getting
No, it's
the
just
attention from the
creepy
guys their age.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just creepy guys going after young girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they couldn't pull someone their age, so they had to pull a pedophile. Which, and that's how I feel about those pedos.
Right.
They couldn't pull someone their age, so they had to go back to high school to get a girlfriend.
Right.
So they're helping each other out.
I remember, I won't say names, but when we were in middle school, one of our friends, there was a dude, like a sophomore,
Yeah.
that she started dating, and he would like come to Tincher, or he did like a couple times.
I don't think I remember this. Oh,
And
shit.
the dude
okay.
was
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, dude, I remember.
that was weird.
That was weird.
It was weird.
You're supposed to cover your mic too, bro.
That's what I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I went like,
Yeah, no, you could also edit that part out. But
Nah,
oh yeah,
it's
we could do beeps.
No, yeah.
yeah.
It was beep and a beep
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah. Or I could turn the volume up and that.
right. Yeah, no, I remember that.
It was
I remember
Charles.
that. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I remember that. That was some weird shit.
Yeah.
Did she have to like walk away from campus to go get picked up?
No, he would walk into
Yeah, in the
campus.
campus
Oh,
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tincher was pretty open. Very easy to.
Yeah.
walk
Okay.
out of.
At the time, yeah, because now,
At the
like,
time.
because I rode my bike down there, and like, because I worked down that by that way, so I was like, you know what, I'm on my bike. Fuck, I'm just gonna for now. I'm just gonna go down the street a little bit further,
Yeah.
check out the school. Gated up everywhere, dude.
Oh yeah,
Really?
now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both my middle school and high school. Sorry, both middle school and elementary school were gated up because we used to go out there and just play on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even as adults, like, hey, let's go get a game of kickball, and we
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
And it was completely closed off. We were like, wow, man, we can't even.
School
Yeah,
shootings, man.
that
Yeah.
front entrance
Oh, yeah.
is now all gated off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I wonder if
think
that's
it's
what
because of
did
school
it.
shooting.
School shooting
Shootings.
that and
We haven't had one in Long Beach yet.
No.
We had some gun scares.
Well, there's
But-
been gun violence
Yeah, and
involving
also, like,
high
robberies,
schoolers and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
and robberies around the neighborhood and stuff like that.
Like,
Yeah.
like right by Milliken, this was a year or two ago. There was like some sort of shootout right next to Milliken, and one girl got like shot in the head.
Oh, you know what? I watched it. Well, because
You watched?
I was
Yeah,
there.
well, it was on video.
really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a security guard who shot into the car.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I never saw the video.
Yeah, no, I saw the video. Yeah, it was some argument and somebody drove away and the security guard got in the way. And I guess the security guard was trying to say that the car was trying to run him over. but it wasn't because clearly it was going around him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like he jumped out of the way. It was more like he just fired in the car and it missed him. But yeah, whoever he hit in the car died. So yeah, I watched.
Young girl, dude.
Yeah. It was insane. And this was off campus. This wasn't like at the school.
Yeah.
This was
it was. I wouldn't even say it. You can.
It was where that vape shop was.
Down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally like a quarter mile away.
Yeah, it was where that vape shop was.
Yeah, which
Less than a quarter mile.
honestly technically should be like not right for
Coffee Bean. It was right next to
security
Coffee
officer.
Well, yeah, but that closed down.
Was it a
There's something
cop
else
or
there.
was it a cop or was it a
It
security
was like a
officer?
security guard. I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
like
cop,
why
yeah.
was a security guard carrying a gun like that?
Yeah, that was a big debate about it. It was
Yeah.
like, why is he so heavily armed? Oh, when he's not even on campus.
Yeah.
You know, what is he defending? The
He was a campus,
Coffee Bean that closed
he was
down?
a campus security guard?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So it's like, why was he even
Yeah.
there bothering the person in the first place?
I think
because there was
Technically, in like
there was
law
threats.
terms,
There was
it's
like
not his jurisdiction. you
there
know?
were if I'm remembering correctly, there was beef between the girl
Oh, okay.
and someone else, and there was like
Yeah.
I think there was like online threats going on. So if anything, he was going to investigate or to prevent anything from happening.
Because that was the other thing too. It started out as like a fight and a yelling argument between two other people, and they were just yelling at it. And then he came to break it
Yeah,
up.
I never heard anything of this. So.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, it happened down the street from my house, so of course I'm gonna know about it. But it was they were yelling at each other, and then the security guard came in to like break it up, and then they like ran away, got in the car.
Yeah, definitely in post to pop up like a.
Yeah, I'll
video of
post it.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll post it. I'll add it. So yeah, so that happened, but again, that was off the campus. You know, we haven't had something happen on campus in Long Beach like that. I think about I remember when I was a freshman, there was a girl named Melody Ross who went to Wilson. They all went to a football game, and somebody from Poly was trying to kill somebody who went to the game. He shot and missed, because gangsters shoot like this,
exactly.
so they don't aim right. Missed and then hit her, and then she died. But again, that wasn't during school hours. It wasn't like a school shooting. You know that.
But I think it's sadly become kind of normalized. You know, like they happen so often in the U.S. It's
only a matter of time.
Well, I'm not saying that necessarily, but it would make sense that even if a school shooting hasn't happened in your district, schools are still gonna prepare and
well, yeah, they've got
up
school
their
shooting
security.
drills.
Right.
Wow, that's the crazy thing. School shooting drills.
Yeah.
We never had to deal with that.
Insane.
No, we never had to deal with that.
No, we didn't. I mean, well, the first real school shooting was 2000. We were in kindergarten.
The
Columbine.
Yeah, Columbine.
Yeah, and they weren't happening as often as we were getting older.
Yeah, and that's why that one was so like
crazy because it was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, we didn't know this was a concept.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't know this was a thing. But now it's like so normalized that they literally have. It's almost like preparing for that is almost more important than preparing for like an earthquake or like we had earthquake drills all the time. Never had an earthquake.
The school shooting situation is actually probably more frequent than an earthquake. So
no, if you look at the statistics, like it literally is. I don't know them, but like if you look at them, if you Google them,
I'm sure they're there.
Yeah, like you'll know. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, when was the last time we had a decent earthquake?
Oh gosh, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been years.
I honestly don't remember.
I think I was still in college because I remember going and talking to my friends about it at class because I was in the shower when it happened. And so I remember, and last I was in college was 2019. So
I was gonna say it was like 2, maybe 3 years ago. Is there one I remember?
Yeah,
like
so-
I was at my house.
So it might have been 2018 now I think about it.
Yeah.
So when I think about who I was talking to about it with, it would have been 2018. Is what I'm thinking. Shit, I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, but shit, we're past due.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Big one.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Everybody says we're gonna get a big one. We ain't
Sure,
had
it's
no big
rearing
one.
up. I mean,
You sound
Everybody says
confident.
that. Yeah, everybody says we're getting a big one. We ain't, they're not basing that off of anything.
it ain't coming up. It's not coming in our lifetime, at the very least.
It's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, and I have always felt like when a little one happens, I'm like kind of happy about it because it's like, look, this will just kind of decrease the tension built in the faults. Like releasing little pressure at a time is much better for so much tension to build up, and then a big slip happens. So like the little slips just kind of like they're a little scary, but at least it relieves some of the tension. I don't know if that's how it works. Probably
Right,
not.
I was gonna say,
but
scientist Zach over here.
yes. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it works. It's probably not. But in my mind, I'm like, well,
That makes sense.
It kind of makes sense.
They actually closed down the national park because there's signs of eruptions from the volcano. So it's like...
That's a super volcano, right?
Yeah, it's a super volcano. That's the biggest one in America.
That's the one, if it goes off, it's like the end of the world.
The end of the West Coast and most of the Midwest.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck.
Like Old Faithful, the geyser and all that, where all that is. Yeah. Right? That's all Yellowstone National Park? Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Costner and now Harrison
I haven't
Ford.
started watching that show because I just got into another show. A lot of people are doing a lot of shows about dates and like old time random shit. Like there's a show called
like dates, like romantic, like people
like dates as in time, date and time.
Oh,
yeah.
So like period pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Like Yellowstone is a period piece, and
Well, the prequel is.
well, prequel is Well,
the actual show is quite modern.
Is it really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Because they're getting to Yellowstone, and then from there it was like the modern. Yeah.
Yeah, like the main Yellowstone story takes place in current times.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They got
Yeah.
trucks and
Oh shit.
Yeah,
my
cell
brother's
phones,
watching.
smartphones.
I think my brother's watching the prequel to that. Then, like I think it's like
Yeah.
1780 something or something like that.
I forget the date of it, but it's a Yellowstone story
Yeah.
with Harrison Ford.
And what's his name?
They had another. Is it the same prequel? Because they had one with Sam Elliott.
Yeah, Sam Elliott. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh.
They had that one earlier this year,
Yeah,
but now
that's
it's
the prequel to Yellowstone. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
there's
what my brother
another
was telling
one.
me,
There's
yeah.
another one with
With
Harrison Ford. now.
and
Is that
Meryl Streep. Not Meryl Streep. Ooh, that was bad.
Helen?
Helen Mirren. Oh my gosh, that was way
Yeah,
off.
right. Yeah, that's way off.
Yeah, Meryl Streep is like the American Helen Mirren. Okay, Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, and I want to say Timothy Dalton's in it too. Like it's got some people in
Yeah.
it. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I think it's the same show. Maybe this one with Harrison Ford is the second season, because I haven't watched any of it
Yeah.
with
yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Yeah, but like period pieces are being a big thing. Like I'm watching a show called 1899, and it's like I think it's a foreign show because everything's dubbed, but it's like really fucking trippy and good. But it's like based in 1899, and yeah, it's trippy. It's really good. I can't really explain it.
I don't know what they're
Yeah,
saying.
no, it's on
in the
Netflix.
show.
It's really fucking good. Like there's
Okay.
subtitles. It's dubbed English. It's
Yeah.
like have you heard of that show Money Heist?
yeah.
It's like that,
Okay.
where it's
Okay.
dubbed over English, like they're speaking actual like Spanish or something. I think they're
Okay.
speaking like German or something.
Dude,
Okay.
I can't stand.
Oh, the shows
watching-
where
it
like
throws me
they're
off.
dubbed over.
It takes me out of it.
That's why I put subtitles on. So
so you watch
like
a sub?
I'm reading the subtitles more than looking at their lips.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
helps. It does
Yeah,
help.
maybe I could try that.
Yeah.
I think anime is easier to watch dubbed than subbed because you can edit to make the mouths look like it's
Yeah.
matching the English words as
Yeah,
opposed
and
to.
I think just because it's already a cartoon, there's no sense of like realism involved, so it's
Yeah.
easier to kind of trick my brain into getting into
Yeah,
the story.
yeah.
But yeah, with the live action stuff, it really bothers me.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean because at
Yeah.
first it did, and then I started putting the subtitles on, and I was like, okay, it's a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah,
There was this.
1899. It's really good. And Money Heist, if you haven't seen that either, it's really good.
I haven't seen Money Heist.
Okay. I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of them, like especially like those live action shows. I was watching this show called, movie. Came out when I was in elementary school, but I watched it again recently. It was called Kung Fu Hustle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when I watched it originally, it was dubbed, and I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But watching it subbed, there was actually like some jokes that I missed that I didn't even realize.
Didn't land right.
Well, you know what it was? There was a part where they were speaking to each other in Cantonese, and then as the guy's dying, he stops and then says in English, "What are you going to do?"
Oh. Yeah.
And he dies, and they're all looking at each other like, I don't know what he said. What did he say? I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. See, completely missed that joke watching it dubbed.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because he
with
actually
English.
translated it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle. That's with the Axe Gang.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
that's
love
Kung Fu
that
Hustle. Yeah,
movie.
that's a great movie. I love that movie.
Where he stands on
That's
the
a
hill
good
and all
one.
the soldiers are. No, that's something else. Kung Fu Hustle's the soccer one, right?
That's Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin Soccer.
That's another great movie.
Kung Fu Hustle is the one I'm thinking of, right? With Tongi and all that. No.
Maybe.
It's with that like toad dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, that's Kung
Yeah.
Fu Hustle. Okay, I'm thinking of a different one, but I can't remember the
The
name.
main
Shaolin
protagonist.
Soccer's great too, though.
Yeah, Shaolin
That's
Soccer, yeah, that one's great.
Bruce Lee was the goalie,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
oh man,
Like
that was a funny movie.
the actual Bruce Lee.
Well, what they did was they got somebody who
They
looked like him to be
him.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like he would come up, he'd make a save, and he'd be like, you know? He never spoke, but he just did all the Bruce Lee,
mannerisms.
all the stuff Bruce Lee would do.
Yeah.
that was a crazy movie.
Wow. So
Yeah.
we've talked about the unfortunate pedophilia that happens in high school sometimes,
Yeah.
A little recap of the
and
conversation
maybe
so
the
far.
psychology of why that may be. That we talked about earthquakes and school shootings. We're doing some great stuff.
Started off with Doctor Who, so.
And we started with Doctor Who.
Yeah. So
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I think because this is our first podcast in like months, and I thought we'd be spending most of the time like catching up on like what's been happening.
That's actually where I was shifting.
Oh, you should have did. Oh,
Yeah,
I blew it.
right.
I blew it. I blew it.
Right.
No,
Blew the-
Well, since I'm
You didn't
here.
segue fast enough, Zach. You didn't
Yeah.
segue fast
It was
enough.
It was a setup.
But I do think about like how it didn't matter. We still were able to just have a whole podcast and not even have to talk
and that's
about
why I
what,
like we
you
can
know.
just like start back up all natural, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like we haven't missed a beat
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah. Because we technically didn't when you think about it.
Except for the intro.
Oh yeah. Hey, welcome to Extra
Welcome
Salty
to-
Popcorn Podcast. Longest intro ever. Yeah. We're back. We've taken a bit of a hiatus. Dalton got a new job. I was in a relationship that had just started.
And I was having mental breakdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we can talk about. Well, we're coming to an end of 2022.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if we'll get another episode in this week, but it would be cool if we do
Definitely
like
try
a
to, yeah.
New
I
Year's
can-
Eve
I can
podcast
keep,
or something
yeah.
on Saturday.
I'm not doing anything till
Me either,
after
yeah.
New Year's. So.
All right. But just in case if life does that thing where it happens and we just can't, maybe we can just recap 2022 and the goods, the bads, what we look forward to in
Right.
2023.
Yeah.
So who wants to start?
Okay, well, I'll start.
Yeah.
To me, 2022 felt like 2 different years.
Yeah.
To me.
Yes.
To me. Yeah, the first 6 months of 2022, to me, were very much like the previous 2 years during the shutdown, but there was no shutdown.
Right.
That's what it felt like to me.
Okay.
The tough part about it was, I wasn't getting as much indie work as I was during the shutdown because everything was opening back up. No more of the ridiculous amount of unemployment
Oh, yeah.
money they were giving
Oh, yeah.
us. So that was all gone. So yeah, it was kind of trying to figure myself out, figure out what I'm going to do in that time. And I did find a steady gig working at the Boys and Girls Club shelter at Boys and Girls Club of Long Beach, and I was recording their basketball games. That was a lot of fun. That was very fulfilling. But I was like, I won't be able to have a career out of that. Then the first half of that year was over, and then it was complete 180. Complete 180. I landed a job working for the camera department at Paramount Studios.
Yeah, and that's amazing.
It's essentially
on that.
my dream job, essentially.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I got super lucky, and I got to work on a show, which they just announced now, so I can talk about it now.
Oh, you can actually talk about it now. Nice.
Yeah, but I worked on a show. It's called Fatal Attraction, and it's based on this movie that came out in the 80s with Michael Douglas and Glenn Close, and taking that concept and turning it into a TV series for Paramount Plus. So I got to work on that, and it took up all my time. It was 70 hours a week, so I didn't really have time to do podcasts like this. So that's so sorry for you guys. Sorry about that, guys. So
All good.
No, it's understandable, dude. It's understandable.
okay, so I appreciate that. But yeah, we missed out on the podcast, but never made this much money in my life. And I've never had so much fun working. Like, you hear 70 hours and go, oh God, that's terrible. It's like, no, dude, I was having so much fun. Like, everybody was great. I didn't have a single coworker that I didn't get along with. They feed you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and have a snack truck all day, and all of it is like free. So there's that as well.
Yeah, if you're part of crew, right?
Yeah. They feed you, and the food's good.
Yeah,
it's better than what you're gonna buy at some fast food place.
Yeah,
so,
or some like taco truck. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was great. I got to travel all up and down the greater LA area because we would film mostly in downtown LA, but we also got to film in like the Valley, and we even filmed in Long Beach a few days.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was super happy about that. Oh, and all my coworkers were pissed about that because they all live in the Valley.
Right.
So like, why we gotta film in Long Beach? Oh my God, this is so stupid. Why gotta film in Long Beach? And I'm like,
I can sleep in.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't see what the problem is. I don't know why everybody's so mad. I'm just gonna walk to work.
Yeah, right.
How the turntables have turned.
Yeah.
How the turntables.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So that was great, and some people were like, "Oh, can I like spend the night at your house?" And I'm like, I don't think my parents are gonna be cool with that, but I did think it was funny. But yeah, we just finished in November, and now free time again. So here we are.
Here we are.
Is it like an on-call situation, or?
Yeah. So as soon as I finished the show, the first thing I had to do was join the union.
Okay.
And so now that I'm in the union, that will kind of be what it's like. They basically find the work for you once you join.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So right now they're in what they call holiday hiatus.
Of course.
Nobody's filming because of all the holidays.
Yeah.
And that'll basically go through New Year's, and then once New Year's is over, then I'll be most likely working again. So
yeah,
that's what I've been doing for the past I don't know how many months.
The second half. The epilogue of 2022.
Yeah, the second half. And I still got a lot of like living done in there. Like I still got to go to the bachelor party in Vegas. I still got to go to Gabe's wedding.
Yeah.
I still got to go to my other friend Aaron's wedding. Like
there's still some intimate things you could make time for.
Yeah, you still get Saturdays and Sundays off. So I was still able to squeeze some stuff in there.
Yeah.
You know. So. Yeah, it was great. I was able to basically do both. I was able to balance everything, which is, what we're trying to do on this channel. So, so honestly, I did have fun with all the free time in that first half of the year, but I didn't have any money and was kind of without direction, I felt. Or at least I felt that way. But then when I got this job, it
kind of put a whole new perspective on it.
Yeah, it feels like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah.
And it only goes up from here. I started, that was like the lowest position you can get at the job, and I've already been promoted once joining the union.
Nice.
Which is like a PA or like a personal assistant.
Yeah, so my official title was camera PA, so camera production assistant. Not a union job, and you get... you don't get paid nearly as much as everybody else. Right. But you get days, you get hours, and then once you get that, then you can join the union.
Yeah, it's kind of like the foot in the door type job.
Exactly. Yeah. And now
Which is what I've been looking for.
yeah, it fell on my lap.
It's one of those things. Like that's how it is,
That's usually how
when
it is
comes
in the industry.
to media business.
Yeah, it falls in your lap. It's not always the one you applied for or fought really hard to get. Yeah, this one just
it's like when you either applied for a long time ago and then it's just like, oh hey, we need help. Oh wait, shit, you still need help. Okay.
That happens.
I mean,
sometimes.
someone either died or quit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or got fired.
Or got fired.
Yeah.
That happens
so
too.
Morbid, Zach. Go straight to death.
I know.
It's real.
It happens.
Yeah. It's a very real thing.
True. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to this year. Yeah. So I don't know. Anybody else?
Yeah, man. Very proud of you, sir.
No, thank you.
Took a big step.
I appreciate
that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Took a big step.
Thank you.
2022, man. This has definitely been the most important year of my life so far.
Same.
For different reasons.
Very different reasons.
Yeah. So as I've mentioned on the podcast before, I struggled. Very much so with a very serious and severe addiction to alcohol for a few years, and it got really bad in 2020, 2021, and because I had the right people in my corner, I had a great mother who cared about her son. I was able to get the help that I needed in March of 2022.
Right.
So March was kind of where everything shifted for the better. I would be lying to say if I said it's been easy.
Right.
You know, obviously becoming sober has its own challenges and daily challenges that present themselves.
Yeah.
But it's a fight that's very much worth it, and it's been very fulfilling. And I've learned so much about myself in the last so March is third month. We're in December.
Yeah.
So 9 months.
9 months. Yeah.
It's been a very fruitful, hard fought, fulfilling 9 months, and I'm just really excited to take that energy and keep on growing. Like I made a lot of great strides at work, and all of this is because I got sober. Like, I mean, I still had the job when I wasn't sober, but I was struggling. I wasn't going to survive.
Well, you weren't in it mentally.
No,
really.
at all.
Yeah.
It was just, I was getting drunk at work. So,
that's a big sign right there.
Alcohol was literally following me into, it was bleeding into every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
So once I took care of that, everything really opened up. And I've learned so much at work. I've learned so much just about life in general. I still have miles to go, but at least I know now I can do those miles. I have full faith and confidence in the journey I'm on now. I had a relationship.
Yeah.
Did not go well.
Right.
But still, a wealth of experience and knowledge I learned from that. And now I believe in true love again because I've met someone who I'm very convinced is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
And I'm confident in saying that just because, we haven't known each other that long. It's just, when you've been around the block a few times, you know what to look for. And when you find it, you just know.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I would say this year hasn't technically been the most creative endeavor.
Right.
Which I would like to, kind of step towards that as we move along, now that I have more time and energy on my hands to maybe focus more on that, but I'm in no rush. It's one big thing I realized is, a big thing in AA is one day at a time.
Oh, of course.
And I've really learned how to still learning to live one day at a time.
Yeah.
And even if you're not struggling with addiction or whatever, I think that's such an important philosophy to apply. That's
what I've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
That's how I've been surviving as best as I could.
Just deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
Exactly.
Of course, don't fail to plan and prepare.
Right.
Because then you prepare and plan to fail. But don't let that get in the way of enjoying this very fragile, very unique thing that we have, which is life, because you don't know when it's going to take you. And us three, we know that very well because we've lost some dear friends along the way.
That's true.
And family. So
really put a new perspective on my life.
yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'm very humbled to be here. I feel very lucky, and I'm excited to keep it going.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Yeah. No, 2022 was. Like every year is a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
So it's more of just I'm still picking up pieces that have been broken for many years. So it's like it's been very, very difficult. But it's like as long as I have my core, people around me, that's been really the only thing that's been keeping me really alive technically. But the people that check up on me every day and every week, and they try to every single time like I try to talk to other people. It's hard when you have anxiety, so it's like it's a lot that I've been working on and still struggle with, but it is what it is.
You have the awareness is the first step.
I've known about my issues for like years. It's just I don't have the resources to deal with it.
Can I interject with something?
Go right ahead.
I don't want to take away from your time, but the problem is never a lack of resources, it's a lack of resourcefulness.
I mean, I could be resourceful, but, I also don't have, health insurance nor the money for the health insurance to afford the therapy that I need and the doctors that I need, and and my mom is now facing like losing her house, and it's like there's a lot of issues that's going on in my life that it's like makes it very difficult to just do the things like I know what I need to do. It's just everything or else in my life surrounding me is preventing a lot.
Yeah, I'll say this: resources do help. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's
it's not be all end all.
It's not going to be the deciding factor of how you get to one place to the other. Like it is a factor, but it shouldn't be
the only factor.
I get it. But you have to be resourceful to find the resources.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
so it sounds like you guys agree.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's like I don't have those resources available to me because
but you do have things available to you.
But I can't it's all catch-22 basically. It's like I have to have certain things to qualify for certain things, and I have to do certain things that I can't afford, or I purchase certain things that I can't afford.
Yeah, like you gotta have money to get money.
Exactly.
That's
and I owe people money, so it's like there's certain processes. If I start doing it, they'll take away money from this. Like I only have one job that barely pays me like $100 a week, if that. Like, so I have no money really to save. That's why another reason why like this second half of this year is starting to get a little bit like kind of better. I don't know. It's up in the air because me moving to Michigan, like that's like where like you said, resourcefulness. That's where my resourcefulness is going. I don't have anything really doing anything for me here, resources helping me out here. So I'm going somewhere where my friends are like, we have a room for you. We can set you up with a job that has benefits, as like, basically she's like, I'm going to be the person who basically runs this place. So I can guarantee you a job with 40 hours with medical benefits and everything on top.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
I can't wait
till as soon as I heard that, I was like, you know what? Needle's not moving here. They're offering to move the needle. I'm about to go there and see what happens there, utilize those resources. Yeah. And they're friends that I've had all throughout high school. Like, they're probably one of the, like, in high school, the closest people that, like, helped me through that, because I've had a lot of issues throughout high school. Like, I had an eating disorder, like, really bad eating disorder in high school. And it wasn't until Sarah found that out, the person I'm moving to their place, that she invited me to her house every day after school and forced me to eat. And so, like, that's why I'm just like, if she's willing to help me out with this, it's legit, I'm gonna gravitate towards this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I've been at, just kind of dealing with a lot of my mental health issues and trying to pick up the pieces that, been shattering for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do agree with the whole, like, you do need to have money to make money, and
it's hard to be resourceful when the resources are, like, there but not, like,
I think you're missing the point of that. The idea behind the way of thinking is, like, no matter what I have at my disposal, even if it's close to nothing, I'm going to find a way to make it work. That's the point of that saying.
Yeah.
It's not saying like, okay, once you get certain resources, then I'll make something of my life. It's like, no, I'm going to start at fucking 0.0.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why you set this thing up with Michigan.
Yeah.
Like you said that's where my resourcefulness is headed, and absolutely.
Yeah.
I just said it because I felt like you've just been going down a road of just sort of like victimizing your situation.
Not at all.
And it's like, I love you, and I don't, I want the best for you.
You can see that, but if you literally look behind the curtain of what, like, there's a lot that I haven't, like, gone in detail to explain because it's too much, know? And if you lived the life that I've lived, you would understand what I'm saying, basically. Like, there's a lot of things behind closed doors that I've been through and seen and done and been done to that just have been breaking my brain, and it just makes certain processes and certain things that most adults can just do harder for me to do. Like, shit, I got a car, but I don't got no license. I was able to get that, but I wasn't able to get my license. You know, it's always like little things. Like I'm able to do something, but then something happens and takes away from me from continuing doing that. You know, it's just those curveballs. Like when everybody says life hands you curveballs, it's more of like a 200 mile an hour speeding fireball kind of curveball, not just a normal curveball you can hit or miss.
Yeah, because curveball's all about timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
Yeah, no, this is like, oh, you're doing so well, you got your life together, you're listening to all this good stuff, and then here's a meteorite in your world. And now you can't do this, and you can't do that, and then every time you ask for help from somebody in your family, they bail on you, or they say they'll help you, but they never do, and false promises, and then, or if I do get some help, it's just basically like they make me feel bad, like I'm an asshole for asking for help. Like I owe them afterwards, and it's like, what the fuck? No, you helped me out of your own kind volition, you know. It's like, yeah, and a lot of times they don't help me because they just think of me like treating people like cash cows, and it's like, no, that's how it was with my grandma. The longest time, like to be able to get the money that was saved up from her mom, you know, it wasn't even her money. And finally I was able to get it. She gave it to me at the wrong time where a pandemic happened and I had to survive instead of being able to get a place of my own and start my life. You know, so it's like little things, like good things happen and then it's at either the wrong time or something happens afterwards that just ruins that good thing. And it sets me back like a shit ton. And then I have anxiety, so it kind of spirals me out.
Yeah. Michigan will be good.
Exactly. That's what I was
It'll
saying.
be good.
Yeah. It's like I'll be going into like a group home situation. Not really, but you know, like these people are just like there. They're willing to work with me. They know my anxieties. They know my depression. They know what I've been through. Like they've been there. Like I ran to their house with bleeding legs and a knife in my hand, and they took me in and helped me out. Like it's that serious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I hope the best for you, and you know, sooner the better.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be January. Like end of January is when I'm moving. So.
Okay.
Like,
nice.
Anywhere from like 23rd to 26th, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes I've always like thought like I remember I was presented with the idea of moving to New York for, you know, the reasons like, okay, well, let's chase our dreams there, you know, and I always felt like I stuck to the idea. It's like, well, if I can't make it here, what says that I can make it there? But then sometimes I think this kind of goes with the conversation we were having before the podcast, where sometimes you do have to eliminate, you know, certain things or move certain places to open more doors.
Well, yeah.
You know, I think that thought held me back from exploring other options. So that's why I'm super excited for you to move and to, you know.
Yeah, I think about my friend who moved to New York and he thrived. he thrived. He did really
well, I mean,
well,
New York is like, you either make it or don't.
When I visited New York too, I'm so happy.
Like that too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's more of like, I can't really afford to be on my own. Like, I know I could like make it here if I really like fully applied myself, but it's like, I'm not at that mental state to handle, you know, shit like that.
Also, too, being poor here, you go own your own house in some other place. You could have enough money to maybe spend a few days in an apartment out here, move to Wisconsin, buy a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that too.
Yeah, no, my friends literally, they moved out there. They moved out there with Sarah's boyfriend's parents. And then within, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 years, they already got their place.
Right.
And now they're just, and it's a huge place too. Like it's 2 fireplaces type big. So like full on library, big ass rooms, like big ass fucking basement. I'm like, damn, how much are you paying? They're like, about $450 each. 3 people live in there. And I'm like, or $550 each. Yeah.
Yeah, you get something smaller than this room for that much for here.
Yeah, and you're sharing it with like 6 people.
Yeah.
To get it down to that price.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough living out here.
Yeah,
and I'm so happy. Like, I mean, So I have resources here.
Yeah.
That I use to my advantage. So that's why it's like, I'd be dumb.
You got your job through your dad, and you got family. So I don't have much family left. Either.
But it was also
gone or dead.
It was also though all the work I did outside or before I had gotten the job was the reason I was even applicable to get that job. So everything it is all about timing. Yeah. And it's all about
and people like it really is like
it's all the
line of work and
set of
business,
equations.
It's really like.
So you have to know people in the entertainment industry. Yeah.
It's not a bad thing or anything. It's just it's what we got to deal with. It's just like I don't have the rap sheet to really put up. So it's like I'm kind of getting myself on my feet, my mental health good, and when I get that, I'm gonna come back and start fresh.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that, in terms of resources, that you're really lacking is like healthcare and whatnot.
Yeah,
like just dealing with like mental health shit. And I love that there's not such a stigma behind it anymore.
Well, it's getting there, yeah.
It's way better.
It is way better,
than
before, yeah.
Than 10 years ago,
oh, yeah.
But yeah, like being able to afford healthcare and get proper help it's paramount.
Oh yeah.
So.
And when you only have one job that barely gives you $60 because they only give you one shift a week, it's kind of hard to afford that because that $60 goes towards feeding me to keep me alive.
Yeah. The essentials.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm really happy I didn't move to New York though, because when I visited a couple years later, I realized how much I just didn't like New York.
It just wasn't for you. Yeah, no, that's why it's like.
But I was also deep in alcohol, like I was dealing with something very serious, and so I don't think I really enjoyed it as much as I could have in a healthier state of mind.
Right.
I know New York is great for play productions, and I know that's what like you and Russ are into, so it would have been fun.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
That's why, and he loves New York.
Yeah.
He lived there.
He lived there.
8 months.
Yeah, and I lived it out there when I went and visited too, and I'm not a big play production guy, and I went in the winter.
Yeah,
so
you're brave to go.
Yeah, I did, and I still enjoyed it. Yeah. So, I don't know what living there would be like. Living at places and visiting in places are completely different. Completely different. So I don't know how I would have done living there, but visiting is definitely great. But I just like living out here because this is where the industry really is. The entertainment film industry. Yeah. That's out here. Play production and stuff is out in New York. Film industry is out here, and yes, there's a little bit of both on both ends, but the best for film is here, and so I'm like, I might as well just stay out here.
And since you got that job, that's even more reason to stay out here,
talking to my friends at the job that I got, like none of them are from LA, like they're all from all over.
That's
the
what
place.
happens. They all come here.
Yeah, they came here.
Because this is the mecca of media. This and New York are the two meccas of media.
Yeah. And I was just surprised on how many people moved out, especially like during Christmas, because I'm posting videos of me and my family on Christmas, and it's 80 degrees, and they all went back home for Christmas with their family, and they're like snowed in, things like that. And so that's when I realized.
Right now my friends are dealing with some crazy snow, like frostbite, cold weather.
Yeah.
We don't have weather here.
Yeah, honestly, I never had that before.
It was 80 degrees on Christmas.
When it sprinkles, we're like, wow, we're living. Yeah. This is crazy.
Yeah, but before I got this job, all my friends were out here, so it was just normal for us to talk about having a regular, nice, sunny Christmas. Yeah. And once I got this job with all my friends who aren't from here, that's when I realized, oh shit, I didn't realize how good I have it right now.
Yeah,
this is
seriously.
Great. Yeah,
it's a hot spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Good old global warming.
Yeah, but I do want to see some snow. I think.
I'm not like Taurus.
What is it?
I said hot spot because it's like it's a hot place to be.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, he's like a little warm, and I'm like, yeah, that too. I guess. That's
I thought you were talking about temperature because we're deserts. So I'm like,
Yeah, no, I thought you meant because this is where all the people are. Yeah, they hear about the weather and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna come experience it."
Winters in California.
Yeah, and
well, that's not true because California is a vast fucking. We have so many different landscapes and temperatures. Like
Southern California.
Yeah, Southern California.
SoCal. Yeah. Well, you got to be careful of that too because Big Bear.
I mean,
I don't really consider that Southern California. I figured because Big
more like
Bear, that's the IE.
Yeah.
So Big Bear is you drive to Big Bear to experience snow, and then you drive away from it. Like not many people live there.
Yeah.
I thought we were just talking about like places in California that have weather.
Oh no, we're just talking
Big Bear,
about
I
where
would
we
consider
live.
Big Bear as
Yeah.
SoCal. You know, it's not far from here.
Yeah, it's not what everybody thinks of when they hear Southern California.
No.
Like if you go, hey, I'm from
Definitely
Southern California, they're like, oh, you're from the mountains and you go snowboard. No,
No,
like
they think the deserts.
yeah. Well, they think the beaches.
Beaches.
They think the beaches.
Yeah.
And so, and that is where I live, where we live is like what people think of Southern California when
Yeah.
they hear it. But yeah, people forget that California is probably the most diverse landscape in America.
Yeah,
You can go to the desert,
You drive
the forest, the
yeah.
beach all in one day.
You drive
can't
90
do that
minutes in
anywhere
any
else.
direction, you're in like a different world.
Yeah, completely different climate,
Yeah.
and
You're in a different planet in Star Wars.
exactly, you're in different planets, and you can't say that about any other state, really. Not really like that. So that's
so true.
That's and also too, what people don't realize is our largest what was it? Our largest industry in California is our agriculture.
Yeah.
People hear California and they think San Francisco and LA and that's it. But it's
Yeah.
like, no, a lot of us is like farmland like you guys.
Yeah.
In fact, most of it is
The
farmland.
valley area,
Yeah.
If you really look at a map, like the valley area takes up most of California.
Well, yeah, if you drive down the 5, a big portion of that drive is all farm.
Yeah.
You know, it's all flatlands,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, people don't realize that. Yeah, it's mostly agriculture. It's just the coast is where it's what you guys think of California. So
That's what we put on our posters.
yeah, exactly. Is the coastline? Yeah.
That's what we highlight. Like North California, it feels like you're in a completely different state.
Yeah. It's always gloomy.
It's like you're in country, you know?
Yeah.
Countryside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess depending on what part of North. If you go to the Bay Area,
It's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to generalize like you generalize Southern California.
Oh, yeah. That's so true. Yeah. Yeah. If you go to like the Bay Area and stuff, yeah, it'll be similar to here as far as like city life and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really when you go inland.
Even-
when you go inland is where you get.
Even Long Beach, like the size of it, there's like every like 15 minutes you're in like sort of like a different vibe of town, you know?
That's
You got
true.
like you're sort of like rich, secluded, like small town golf course folks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, you drive to downtown and you're living like the big city life.
Yeah.
And then you got the suburbs and then you even got the hood. Like,
Yeah,
it's very diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the north side, which is like the hood. You got downtown, which is like a big city. You got
the beach side, like
the
right by the beach.
Yeah, and it's
what do they
almost
call
different worlds
that? The
everywhere.
Belmont area,
Yeah.
where it's the beach life, and then it's kind of wealthy. You got the suburbs where it's like middle class.
Yeah, where we're
And-
living is like suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the east side, which is also like the hood, but also has like little Cambodia. So
Yeah,
there's like
right, yeah.
some diversity there, you know. So yeah, it Long Beach itself is a very different, no matter what, like depending on the parts you drive to. One of my coworkers was telling me that like when we film in Long Beach, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be so close to my house. And it's like, dude, it's a big city. It'll still probably be like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah. Still have a drive to go.
Yeah, and for one of the days, yeah, it still was kind of a 20-minute
Right.
drive. So I thought that was funny, but it was true. That's kind of what our city is
Yeah, like
like.
the deeper you get into downtown, it's like a longer drive.
Yeah. But that's true about the city. That's why I like this city so much.
Yeah.
You know, we're number 2 in diversity in America, and hell, we were number 1 when we were in high school. So.
Yeah.
What's number 1 now?
LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. LA number 1, us number 2. But yeah, we were number 1 in America.
Shit, we're only miles away from number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. So we still just drive to it.
That's
It's
so
Makes
cool.
California the greatest state.
yeah, y'all ain't ready.
I don't know about that.
Y'all ain't ready for that one. Y'all ain't ready for that one.
I don't know, man. Check.
Good.
Okay. Looked like my thing went out for a second.
Nah, it's still going.
Yeah.
Good. How are we doing on time?
We got 20 minutes on this feed.
Great.
You've already reset it twice, so it's been an hour right now so far.
It's been an hour so far. Yeah.
Because it reset, it stops at
Every
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's been an hour. Yeah.
What are we looking forward to in 2023?
More of the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time I'm
Same.
saying that one. Yeah, more of the same.
Any resolutions?
I never really make resolutions either because I don't really like follow through with them.
Yeah.
I'm tired of disappointing myself.
Yeah, right. I don't set myself up for disappointment anymore.
Yeah, no one ever does them. All they do is New Year's resolution, I'm going to go work out. And then they work out for a month. And then that's it, you know? Yeah, mine is keep doing what I'm doing. Because, honestly, I feel like the way I'm going, it's already going up. It's not like I'm stagnant right now.
Yeah.
So, as long as I keep
follow
going
this
up.
path. Yeah. Just
Keep
this path.
stay on the path. Is
All the way up.
Yeah, exactly. Stay on the path that's going forward is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome, man.
yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Same.
Okay, cool.
Same. Yeah. This year I think I've talked to you about this, like the Atomic Habits when you talked about the 1%. Like just focus on improving 1%. Don't try to do too much at once. Like just do 1% for a few months until it's just ingrained.
Yeah.
And then like your life substantially improves. So I got in trouble at work because I was late one day and then the next day I had a bad case of insomnia. I didn't sleep, so like during lunch I just took a nap in my car, but I overslept for like 20 minutes.
Oh, shit.
And I got a call from my boss going like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "Oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. Like I fell asleep." And he had a real talk with me, basically threatened like, "Hey, you know, it wasn't good. It wasn't pleasant." I felt very, very silly, and but I was like, you know what? My 1% for the rest of the year, and I've been pretty good at this.
Yeah.
There's been a few times, and it's no matter what it is, whether it be work, a hangout, podcast, whatever, I'm gonna be on time or early. Because I've always struggled with being on time.
Okay.
I don't know why. Like it's just something.
No, it's been ingrained in me to be early to everything from my mom.
Yeah, and it's just so much more productive and better to be on time or be early. So I made that adjustment, and I've been like 90% successful with that, and so I'm gonna keep going with that.
Yeah. Keep in mind, 10 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
If you're 10 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
What do you?
No,
I'm so confused.
No,
right now. Hold on.
like let's say you got to show up at this time. Tell yourself
8:30.
8:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell yourself if I'm there after 8, I'm late.
Yeah.
Now you could be 10 minutes early, but in your mind you're 20 minutes
still late.
Yeah.
So it's just you're setting yourself up.
Yeah.
So that way you'll like
get there
early.
10 minutes early. You'll leave 20 minutes to get there 10 minutes early.
Yeah. They say this in the film industry. If you're, what is it?
I know that's why. So if you're
early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, it's unforgivable.
You're dead.
Yeah.
If you're late, they kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one of the guys I worked with, that was some great advice. He told me, he said, add an hour.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, add an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really good advice.
Yeah.
Because
Bring a book.
yeah.
Right. Listen to a podcast or something.
Yeah.
Extra salty podcast.
Extra salty popcorn podcast.
There you go.
And honestly, it helps because
Same, but different.
if you show up an hour early, you get breakfast. Like breakfast is a courtesy. You're not allowed to show up on time to work and get breakfast.
Right.
You have to.
If you're early, you earn it.
Yeah.
Reward.
If you get breakfast, it's because you showed up early. So there's already incentive to showing up early. Is you get the breakfast.
Yeah.
But if you show up on time, you can't get the breakfast. You gotta hopefully you ate in the car or get something from the snack truck later on in the day.
Yeah.
But if you want their good ass cooked omelets or sandwiches or
Freshly cooked meals.
if you want the eggs, bacon, and waffles, you gotta show up early for that. So I'm kind of happy the industry rewards you for that. But
So based off of like my 1% thing, I started earlier in the year.
Yeah.
That was like August. I'm gonna do another 1%. I want to know what your guys' is. If you could think of like a 1% you'd like to improve in 2023. I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna keep with the on time or early thing, and then I'm gonna add. If I agree to do something or something is planned, if I'm not sick, or something kind of major happens, I will follow through with it.
Right.
So basically, but that also means I'm going to learn to say no more.
Yeah.
Because I can't keep saying yes to everything. Like I have to be honest with
Can't
myself.
be yes man.
Can't be a yes man. Well, I've done the yes man thing for so long, and sometimes it's great.
It works.
It
It does.
I feel like, especially if I'm in a rut, if I like say yes to more things, like, just kind of getting new experiences, like that really helps. But no, like if I agree to do something or I plan something, and something doesn't get in the way, besides me feeling like I don't want to do it that day, if I have that feeling, no matter what, I'm gonna show up.
Right.
I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is my 1% for 2023.
Mine is the time as well.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look that bad because I hang out with y'all and y'all late, so so it looks like we're on the top. I'm kidding, but
That's why I said it. I was almost 100% successful.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my thing. If you ask my other friends, like, yeah, what's probably my biggest qualities is showing up on time. And here's the thing, I've been to a point where I'm not like an hour late or anything like that.
Right.
But when you're 5 minutes late a lot,
It adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between being super late and just being kind of late
All the
but
time.
often. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that label. I don't like that label.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good. I don't like to be looked at.
As the one that's always late.
Yeah,
Everybody's the one that's always being waited on.
Yeah.
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 Because I know how it makes me feel when somebody's late to something I have going on.
I'll bet I'm kind of the opposite.
It does get on my nerves, and I'm like, shit. If I make people feel that way because I'm late to something, that's not cool. So treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it all ties in. Yeah.
It all ties in.
That's my problem. Is I should be more frustrated about it because I'm more like I'll plan something. If somebody's late, I'm like, well, shit, I'm late to everything, so I can't complain. I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Is instead of me being mad about it, I get complacent about it because I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah, it's not like I stayed mad for a long time, but it is kind of a nuisance.
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, we're joking about Patrick right now, but he wasn't even for sure coming today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's having troubles
with his
communicating,
phone.
so it's a pass.
Yeah.
But it does cause issues if it's all the time. And I realize that I don't like it, and if I'm honest about that feeling, then it's like, well, then why would I do that?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'm going to make a point and an effort
Just
to not
stay
do
on
that.
time,
Yeah.
Make sure you're following through.
Yeah.
I'll admit the one that bothers me is when people ditch. That's the one that bothers me.
Yeah.
That's why I got the new 1%.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I get.
I'm tired of pissing you off.
That's what I think. But that's what I think. I was never known to be a flake or a ditch anyways. I always tell people if I can't make it, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And then I try to make it up to you, because I missed a birthday when we were filming, and I felt bad. I really wanted to go, but I let him know. I was like, hey, I'm working. I can't make it, but I'm gonna throw something for. It was actually 2 people.
Yeah.
They shared a birthday. I'm gonna throw something for them just cause.
Yeah.
Because I want to make up for it. I wanted to be there for it. I couldn't, but I can be here now.
Yeah.
That's my attitude. So yeah, I'll admit I get mad on when people just don't show up at all.
Yeah.
Or flake or things like that. Unless you tell me ahead of time. Yeah, I usually don't like that very much.
Yeah. I don't either, and that's why it's like, all right, well, maybe because I don't like it so much, it's a reflection of my own behaviors. So it's just room for improvement.
Right.
Yeah. No, my 1% is gonna be more like on it with getting like content out and edited.
But you're doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. I still got a lot that I'm not good at backlogging things. I was when I was doing that one series on one game, but now that I'm playing multiple games, I'm trying to balance things properly. But yeah, that's my 1%. Just getting better at my content creation and getting my being more confident in being on camera and YouTube and all that.
Yeah. You got a cool setup. If to someone that's like that doesn't know the history, like it's like, oh, this guy, he's a professional. You have that kind of setup.
Yeah.
Not saying you're not professional.
Honestly, I'm not professional by any stretch.
Yeah, but you have the setup and the vibe of
took
someone
a
that's been
lot.
doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, run with that.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
It took a long time to get all that, and it's still not even. It's like at where it needs to be professional.
Yeah.
So, that's what I want to do is work on cleaning things up, making it more professional, being more like responsible on replying to comments and stuff like that, and paying attention to analytics.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually got a comment recently, so.
Did we really?
Yeah, we did. It was very nice. I forget the name of whoever sent it, but he's like, hey guys, really love this podcast. Tell me the best way to get a hold of you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who it was, and I never responded because
Right.
I think I was like kind of in the midst of doing something. But
Right.
Was it to the last one we posted?
I think so.
Oh,
I just
okay.
got the
I'll look it up.
notification,
Oh, okay.
and I read it real quick, and I was like, oh, that's nice, and then
Yeah.
went on.
Yeah.
So shout out to you if you listen to this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're grateful for you.
Don't actually know. I don't know if you want like our numbers, or I guess we
Just
follow our Instagram
Yeah.
page. Message us there,
yeah.
which I need to. I need to re-log into that. I don't know. I haven't been on that page in a long time,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'm quite ready to focus, like give like 110% effort to this.
Right.
You know, like
We're doing other stuff.
we're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I get it. Yeah.
and it's just like for right now, it just seems like these other things are pending, seem to be more important. And I'm not saying it's not going to be like that forever. But I just got to do my due diligence.
It's just content's going to be spread out a lot more.
Yeah.
I'll say this: when we started this, it was in the middle of the pandemic where we had nothing going on for any of us.
Yeah, so we were able to meet up week after week to do it.
We were able to. This gave us something to dedicate ourselves to.
Just so
Yeah.
we don't go crazy, just not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, not doing it. Well, I wouldn't be going crazy. I've just been playing video games the whole time.
Right,
But-
yeah.
But now we have other things that that give us a reason to. We have other things to dedicate ourselves
Yeah.
to. And other things take a back. Whenever you do that with anything, other things take a back seat.
Yeah,
Whenever
yeah.
you're doing something great, you usually got to make sacrifices. They talk about some people sacrifice relationships so they can focus on whatever sport they're playing. They say Mayweather sacrificed reading so he could be the best boxer. Yeah.
I mean-
so sometimes that's what it takes. So
I mean, shit in the Norse pantheon, like, it takes, sacrifice to become great, so.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and it doesn't mean this thing is gonna go away.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a good thing because it means we're all doing stuff.
Exactly.
with
You can
ourselves.
follow our individual journeys.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So, yeah, it's nothing to be sad about. This isn't going anywhere, and we're all doing grown man shit. So
We're doing big. We got our big boy pants on.
exactly, nothing wrong with that at all.
No,
So
no, and
And there's other content we can make other than this podcast, like in person. We can do other stuff,
Right.
remotely and stuff.
yeah,
yeah,
That's true.
And there will. I know there will be a point where I will be able to focus more on this kind of thing, because I read something today where it was like you need 3 things in your life: something that allows you to be creative, something that keeps you in shape, and something that makes you money.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, well, that's simple, and it's so true.
Yeah.
So this is definitely like a creative outlet. This and like guitar.
right.
This
Yeah.
just kind of helps me lose myself
Yeah.
creatively.
my job kind of does all 3 for me.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Think
you
about
kind of got your like golden egg right there.
Yeah, I'm making money. I'm working out because I'm walking so
Exactly.
much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
running batteries and cables.
And you're doing something you love.
You know what's crazy about Mattel?
and it's creative because you're making shows.
Yeah.
So
Some days I'll be sitting for like 8 to 10 hours, right? It's like a cubicle job.
yeah.
But then other days I'm walking 6+ miles.
Oh wow.
Like the amount of steps I
yeah.
accumulate sometimes.
no.
It's like, whoa, I walk that much.
10,000 steps for sure every day when I work at Amazon. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're moving a lot.
Yeah,
So.
like
Yeah.
literally the whole shift, other than my 10-minute break, is when I'm on my feet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Can I add a 1%? Because I said tardiness, but that's something I've needed to work on my whole life. So that's nothing new. I want to get back into skateboarding.
Nice.
That's gonna be my 1%.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
Gonna get back into skateboarding.
The thing that keeps you in shape.
Sure. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into that. So that would be my 1%. To
Cool.
Make an effort to get better at that.
Yeah.
Skateboarding, commitment,
Yeah. Just okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
and then content.
content, responsibility. Yeah, consistency. Yeah,
Yeah.
mental health. It's a lot.
Yeah, you just jumped 11% there.
Yeah, that's typically how it goes.
But hey, remember, one day at a time, sir.
Yeah, when it
That's been my life for the past 10 years.
And it will be for the rest of your life. At least it should be.
Yeah.
Because the rest of your life could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or could even be tonight. You never know. Sometimes it's
Yeah, with my mental health. You know?
sometimes it's like depressing.
What are we talking about this for then?
Like I said, don't fail to plan. Still have plans, still have dreams, still have goals, but also have the perspective.
That's true.
I don't know my last breath.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
That's true.
Because then that can light the fire under your ass to make some real strides.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree.
Good talk, guys.
Yeah, no,
Good talk.
It's gonna sound weird. I actually like this podcast was pretty much all about us.
Yeah.
Usually we're talking about other stuff that's going on in the world.
Yeah,
and other
movies,
things like-
TV shows, stuff like that.
Yeah, the current affairs, current events. But yeah, this one it was about us, about what we're up to,
personal.
and what we're trying to do. So
Yeah.
kind of like that. That was cool.
It was cool. We could do more of that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, and I think, kind of with the platform that this channel is on, it's kind of about mental health or, good ways to enjoy and to enjoy living, to improve it. So sharing more of our personal journeys is probably more effective than, commenting. Even though I love it when we get nerdy and talk about Star Wars, Marvel, sports or whatever, like that's great too. That's all fun.
Right.
But I really like this episode.
Yeah, and a lot of it's not like none of that stuff has been going on. Like a lot of Marvel movies came out, a lot of Marvel shows came out, Star Wars shows have come out, the World Cup happened. Sports
Don't even get me started on the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can still do another podcast just on that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's not that stuff hasn't been going on, but it's good to talk about us every now and then.
Catch up.
Yeah, catch up.
Yeah, it's good to talk about us.
Yeah.
We can talk about Andor next time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about when I actually watch it.
Oops.
Which is why I'm glad you guys never mentioned this. I hope they don't mention anything Star Wars or anything, because I have not watched anything.
Oh, well, I just
fuck.
did. Yeah. Okay. Well, you better go binge that.
You got
Seriously.
5 days
5 days, I got you.
till New Year's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days.
Well,
Four and a half.
Yeah. Well, whenever we do the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure watch because I do have a lot to talk about that show.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
A lot to talk about.
It definitely was a love, not hate. It was like love and curiosity.
Yeah.
All right. We'll save it for the next one.
Yeah, we'll save it for the next one.
we'll
Yeah.
save it for the
So
next one.
don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the things. Hit that bell for notifications. and all
Yes.
that,
Yeah.
Comment down below what you think. We like to hear what you think. We like to hear what you say.
Yeah. And thank you for tuning in and continue to have a wonderful holiday season. And let us know. How about let us know what your 1% is?
Yeah, there you go.
New Year's resolutions, but I guess in our context, your 1%. What's the 1% that you would like to improve in your life? And let us know down below. All right.
Peace.